back. It's the kickback. It's the kickback. It's the kickback. It's the kickback. Guys, thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy Cuddy J. Uh, it's been a crazy week, man. It's the weekend, man. I hope you guys had a nice weekend. Those of you that might be tapping in or could tap in, I'm not gonna hold you long. I just wanted to talk about a few things, man, that been going on over throughout the week, throughout probably throughout the year. This has been weighing heavy. I wanted to talk about relationships. Something that I don't really talk about on my channel because this is not a relationship type of channel. We don't talk about relationships and stuff like that on my podcast or my kickback chit chat unless we are giving you some breaking news about a relationship that's made the news. But what I want to talk to you guys about, just because my live stream audience, we talk to each other back and forth. So that's why I made this what I'm about to get to, guys. If you guys heard about the shooting that took place in Arlington a couple of days ago, I think it was yesterday or Thursday. It took place off Cooper Avenue in Arlington, where a woman pulls up to the barbershop and she goes in there and she shoots a man and she shoots and kills a man. And as she was leaving the barbershop, she heard the police and seen them pulling up. And as she runs in um, back into the barbershop because she sees the police, she ended up shooting herself, killing herself. Her name was Michelle Williams, born and raised in Shreveport, Louisiana. She's been in Dallas, Texas over the last 15 years. I think 15, 16 years. Michelle Williams is a lady that I used to date. We dated back in 2013 and 14, and we hung around each other throughout the years. You know, we kept in touch with each other. But just so happened I got some news yesterday about um, 9 o'clock at night. Somebody sent me a text message, and in the text it said, um, "Isn't it the girl you used to go with? Isn't it the girl you used to talk to?" And I replied back as I looked at the picture and read what was going on. I was shocked, and then I looked at the name again. I'm like, yes, this is. And so what I read is what I just told you guys. Uh, Whenever you have time, you can go seek the footage of the news of a shooting that took place in Arlington, Texas, at a barbershop. I'm not supposed to get deep into that because it really is personal with me because it's somebody who I had relationships with. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard about it, it really didn't really touch me or hit me then like it until this morning. And I realized, damn, this is a lady I used to wake up to sometime in the morning. And this is someone who I've talked to over the last year or so and been around. And she ain't never gave me no signs of anything. And I'm not gonna even tell you why she did what she did. I'm gonna wait till the allegations and the situation spreads out, and then I will give you guys a run up on what's going on and what I've heard and what I've know. I can't do it right now. I'm not going to speak out right now because it's out of turn. Last time I did that, people they got a misperception out of what I said, and they ran with something else and lied on me. But what I'm talking about tonight, as you see in the title, what's the reason for you being in a relationship these days? Is it for stability or is it love? And the reason why I'm saying that and I'm asking that because a lot of people can say that they know 9 times out of 10 when it comes to men, 9 times out of 10 when it comes to a man wanting to be with a woman, he might don't have a place to live at. He might have a car, he might have a job, he might don't have a place to stay at to lay his head at because of He probably have a bad record on his name where he can't get somewhere, or whatever the case may be. He might just be a bummy ass nigga. So, on the man side, most women they know most of these men out here. They probably need a place to stay. They probably need. That's why he's in a relationship. He needs a place to stay at. That's all. Or maybe he love him. And that's vice versa too. Since you have some women that's out there, they might be stuck out somewhere. They might don't have nowhere to live, but they with a guy. They living under a guy that they living with. The reason why they with this guy is because they don't have nowhere else to go. They don't. So they don't really have no options. So what I'm getting to, and then you have the relationships where both people are doing well. Both people are doing well, and it looks all happy and dandy because you see the nice cars, the nice clothes. They going to these nice restaurants. They looking fabulous and nice, geared up, eating the best food, drinking the best drinks, popping the best wine. Those relationships right there look fine and dandy, don't they? They got the nice house back home. Their house look nice, yard stay cut. Those relationships look so nice. It look wonderful. But behind those relationships, there's some dark shit. Y'all bear with me. I'm I'm uh, uh, I'm getting somewhere. But let me rewind myself back to where I was going at the first time. When you get in a relationship with somebody, you have to want to. Your reason for being in that relationship because you like them off top anyway. And if you're trying to change anything about that person that you see or you sense or whatever, don't don't if you don't like something about a person, just don't glue to them anyway. That would the whole purpose. I'm going slow right now. If you don't like something about somebody, don't attach to them anyway, because there's no sense in trying to change them because it's going to come back up down the line in the relationship. So my question is, nobody ain't on here talking right now. I see I got a person on here. I got 2 likes. They might chapter in or whatever. But my question is, why do people get in relationships these days? What's your reason for getting in a relationship? Is it because you love this person, or you're looking for stability or survival, or what? You can't pay bills by yourself if you live by yourself. What it do, Don Juan? Appreciate you for tapping in. Or can you pay bills by yourself? Or you can't pay bills by yourself. Most people that pay bills by themselves and can pay bills by themselves, they don't really care about relationships. People that can't hold it down by themselves, can't maintain. When I say hold it down, maintain what they got going on by themselves, they have to be under somebody. And there's a saying been going around. I like that. I salute that. That's what's up, and that's what I'm getting to. The one thing there's a saying going around. There's a post been going around, and we all think this way anyway. Shout out to the person that made the post because we already think that way anyway. But the person they said, own when you own everything, when you got everything, you get to pick who you want to be with. When everything is your own, you get to pick who you want to be with. That means you got your own place of living, you have your own ride, you got a car, you pay your own bills. You get to pick who you want to be with, and not just want to be with, who you want to be around, just as people, period. Because you could be in a situation where you don't have no choice but to be dealing with what you're dealing with. It's been a bad week for relationships over the past 4 weeks, or I'm gonna say 2 weeks. I'm not gonna even go that deep. But the past 2 3 weeks, man, the relationship chart has been crashing, man. You got all these relationships. People, you see my last live. I did 2 lives about the situation that took place in Shreveport, Louisiana, of a woman getting killed by somebody. I'm not gonna say who because I don't know. They didn't really. Nobody knows who killed who. But a lady got killed in Shreveport, Louisiana on July 5th or 4th of July by somebody dealing with relationship shit. Another situation occurred again. Um, that happened. I don't have really take on that, but I don't really have no. But somebody was giving me a rundown on all the situations that's been going on, and then I hear last night the situation took place in Arlington, Texas, with Michelle Williams, who I call the T Money Honey, uh, and the guy I think his name was Todd Guyton. I don't know. He was over the credit bureau shit. You know, you see that cyber truck riding around is blue. It has credit champs on it or whatever. So they was doing some credit shit. But I'm not gonna get deep into that situation yet. But my thing is, I notice most of these relationships that goes down as somebody getting killed, somebody getting shot, or whatever the case may be. These relationships. You see these people in nice houses. They got nice rides. You know, the women, and this just get away from the relationship. See, this is what happens. You get a woman, you know what I'm saying? You got two different type of women. You got a woman who ain't never had nothing in her life, who came from nothing. She gets with a guy, and he gives her the world. He gives her all the materialistic world. He gives her love at the same time. But she's so drowned with materialistic stuff, she don't care about the love no more. So that makes the guy go out and linger and cheat probably, or do whatever he wants to do, or act a little bit more different than he did when he got with her. But that material stuff, they get so attached to the material stuff, the nice house, the nice clothes, the trips, the cars, whatever, the clothes. They don't want to leave. They want to keep the relationship going. They want, even though the relationship is battered, it's not good, they want to keep it going. And we know one thing about people when they are broke and in a relationship, there's no way you can keep a relationship when you broke. When you broke and something go wrong, nigga, it's over with. Unless both of y'all broke. But in this situation, you get these people, man. They build each other up, or let me slow down. You have this person who came from nothing, and they find somebody, whether it's a man or a man or female, they find somebody that upgrades them, and they get so used to their lifestyle that they don't want to leave it, no matter how they being treated or whatever. They don't want to leave it. They accept everything. What it do, Lisa? I just want to let you ladies know, an ex-girlfriend of mine. If y'all heard about that shooting in Arlington, Texas, the girl pulled up to the barbershop and shot the guy, and then she killed herself yesterday. That was an ex-girlfriend of mine. I've been sharing pictures all day on Facebook. I've been drinking all day. Uh, it didn't touch me to this morning because I realized, I'm like, damn, this lady I used to wake up to. I just sleep in her bed. She slept in my bed. You know. But I've been, and when I found out why she did it and what happened, which I can't tell y'all right now, that's why I've been telling y'all I'm scared. I'm scared to date. I'm scared to be in a relationship. I understand what Lisa's saying. I understand what Don Juan's saying. When they don't care about being in a relationship, I'm the same way. It makes when you hear about all these other people relationship these days of all ages, it makes you be like, hold up, this is what's going on in relationships these days. No, not me. Look, yeah, I heard the news last night. About 9:30, my homegirl, she hit me up. My homegirl from New York, she hit me up. She way in New York and she heard this shit. My thing is to get back to where I was at, dating and relationships. You got people, they they come from nothing, so they start they get drowned with the materialistic stuff. They don't see the love and don't care about it. And then next thing, it get to a point where now it's affecting you, and the relationship is getting bad, and you might you might wake up or whatever, start doing your thing, and then at the end of the day, something might crash at the end, just because you don't want to move on. I was talking to my daughter's mom today. Yeah, I said these women they get caught. Yeah, me and her used to date back in 2013 and 14. We dated about 8 months, probably about we dated about 8 months. We hung out recently, over the last year, and we stayed in touch with each other. Uh, a woman that has money, she's gonna pick the guy she wants. And if it's a guy that's on the same level she is, it might turn out right, or it might go even crazier. Who knows? But if she gets a guy that she makes more money than, she's probably gonna control that guy. He's gonna be a house husband or something like that. You know, he's gonna be an alpha male. She's gonna be she's gonna be the breadwinner, so she's gonna be more aggressive and whatever. Um, yeah, I know too. I know a lot of things why it happened. I'm not gonna say though because I know I don't want to. Yeah, I'm just not gonna say. I'll be right back. To hold up. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. Yeah, but yeah, due to the respect of the families and all that right there, I would not say nothing. And the fact that this is personal with me though. This is somebody I used to date, so I'm definitely not going to expose what went on and why and whatever. You know, my whole thing is to get back to the relationship part of why people get in these relationships these days. People feel like, and it ain't just those two relationships that cause murders these days. It's been people having relationship problems, like not on that level, but they've been going through relationship problems, and it's like if it continues on, they probably end up being a story like this. And these I'm talking about the people who I know that got relationship problems. If the shit continues on, they might be some news like this. And I'm saying that because I know how to walk away from shit like this. I've been in two relationships where I had to walk away because I knew either something was gonna happen to me or something's gonna happen to them. And when I say something happened to them, that was gonna be on the fact of me protecting myself on the defense level, where it's something ended up happening to them. Because I wasn't going to be the guy that engaged the situation, or instigate the situation, or the aggressor to make something happen. I was going to be protecting myself if something would have happened. So I learned to move on. That's why we talked about closure the other night. My whole topic the other night was about closure. Um, I'm a, what's your reason for being in a relationship? Or not just you. Why you think people are in relationships these days? Yeah, it's hard for me. It's hard. I don't really care about the trust issue part because I'm good on. It's giving up my peace because the trust part is I don't think nobody want to be untrustly with me. I don't think nobody want to be dishonorable with me. People that know me, they don't want to. They more scared of me or afraid of me than anything. So they are not gonna probably. Nah, I'm not. I'm not worried about the trust part, which it comes anyway. It comes or it should be coming automatically. I'm more about giving up my peace. Me having to give up the time to do what I do. Not like I ain't talking about fuck around and party and sleep around. I'm talking about do what I do. Come home and do give content. Come home and whatever I do, relax and chill. Smoke my weed and drink, or every other weekend be with my kids. My kids over here, you know. So I, they, they got to fit in between those that playbook. They got to fit between that playbook. So it ain't even about the. But it makes you wonder these days. So and a lot of people, you know, back to what I was saying though. Hold up, I don't want to stop what I was saying before I got where I was going. I noticed these relationships they've been burning, making the news, and everybody talking about. Like I said before, they got this nice lifestyle. I'm gonna tell you what it is with these women. We're gonna get to the man, and we're gonna get to the men in a minute because we know we know how men are. Matter of fact, let's start with the men first. We know how men are. Men, they don't have nowhere to stay. They might don't fully like a woman. They might don't really love a lady, but they gonna stay with her because that's a safety cap for her. Now I've been in a situation where I couldn't get an apartment because I'm a convicted felon, but I was staying with my son's mom, and even when we went together, because I couldn't get an apartment. But I still had feelings and love, and I took care of business there, So it wasn't even about no shit like that. I also been in a situation where I couldn't put my name on the lease because of my convicted felon record. And and most men, they would use women just to get a place to stay in. But I really loved the women who I was with. You want nothing about that. My name was on. I wish my name was on the lease. But now I'm single and I can get nothing. It's been years in the past now. Now I can get my shit in my name, even being a convicted felon. It goes back to me saying shit. Uh, when you got everything on your own, if you did everything, if you're doing everything on your own, you can pick who you want to be with. So that's how it is with me. But is it hard to pick these days? Do you know who you're dealing with, or is it scary out there these days? I talked to my daughter's mom today. We was talking about the same situation I'm talking to you guys about, and we was talking about how it's scary out there to be dating these days. You don't know what you're getting into. And I said, that's why I ain't out there trying to date. I ain't trying to chase nobody. But pussy gonna come knock on the door regardless. What it do, 85 cut? I'm not trying to give up peace either because it, it affects your work. It affects your work product progress. Uh, Anything you got going on that you're trying to be productive in and you focus on, it affects all that. When you in a relationship and you have an argument over some shit that took place or went on, whether it's big or small, it's gonna affect your day at work or wherever you got going on because of a little bullshit ass argument, which we know that come with relationships, but people need to know how to talk it out and cool down. Right, just people need to know how to relax and chill out and calm down. Just don't just hold a grudge too long. Y'all both made y'all point how you both feel and what it is. Okay, now seal it. It's over with. Move on. But we got these relationships. Just get back. Let me get back to what I was saying though, because I keep running. I'm not running away from this topic or running away from this statement. I mean, but I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like I said about these niggas, they be in a situation why they get with these women and do what they do. These women, whether they got the money or don't got the money, they see these niggas wearing these tuxedos and these suits and stuff, dressing fly, got a nice whip, Mercedes or BMW or Audi, his beard trimmed up all nice and shit. You know what I'm saying? You think, and his credit good. You rather submit to that, and those type of niggas are worse than the nigga that you running from. The nigga that's in a regular outfit that goes to work, and come home every day and don't really, he just tending himself. He don't have no other, he's not trying to be out there. Or he's running game. He has that, he's in a position where he can run game to everybody he run up on and stuff like that. Most of these people that be in these relationships, they fall for these women, they be falling for these dudes. They be in these tuxedos and these suits and these preppy ass dressing clothes, and they got these nice cars and they got credit and all that. And they fall for these dudes just to get to some bullshit. That's why I say, why are you in a relationship? Why are you in a relationship? Is it for survival or is it love? Because I know them niggas in them suits and shit and drive them fucking BMWs and them Range Rover, they say some corny ass shit. And y'all just let them niggas make it because what they driving and what their bank account look like. Y'all let them niggas make it with that bozo shit just because how their appearance is and what type of job they have. But that nigga that's out there, man, working at Burger King or or whatever, where it's average man that you won't let him you won't let him get away with that. But you end up falling for the okie doke. You get pregnant by these guys. You end up getting married, and then he end up doing some more tricky ass shit to you. And then it hits your heart, and you get emotional. Then guess what? You crash out, and bang, somebody gets shot. I don't know who it's gonna be. Somebody gets shot. What it do, Lisa? Oh, 85 cut. My bad. There's two cutties up here. I thought you were speaking to me. And Lisa, that's a great answer. To have children, get married, or have a sex partner. So, but guess what? Now, though it could be all. It could be either all three, or in some people's case, it could just be one. Just to have a sex partner. I think to have a sex partner is pretty much the main thing. People are not getting in a relationship to get married these days. Most women are. Most women are, but most men ain't thinking about marriage and shit. Some of them probably are. It depends on what type of woman they get with. They want to marry. But niggas ain't thinking about no goddamn marriage and shit like that when they get in a relationship. They ain't even thinking about kids. They thinking about sex though, something that produces kids. Did I run somebody off? I see there's only one person tapped in. Who we got up in here? Did I run y'all off with that? Did I run y'all off right here? But let me get back to my message either way it go, whether you on here or not. Why are people in relationship these days? I know some people who it's people out there that are acting like they're in relationships and they're really not. Um, I when if these women out here that's not showing who their man is, so I'm not gonna show my man. That's some bullshit. You don't have a man to show. That's why. Because if you had a man, you'll be showing that day. Damn, I ran all y'all off like that. Who we got up in here? Who's here, y'all? Who's here? Damn, 85 cut gone, Lisa gone, Dawn one gone. Who else was up in here? Somebody else was up in here too. Who's that tapped in? Who we got up in here? It's like all y'all jumped off y'all phone at the same time. My thing is why people in relationships. Uh, we know why people. We know why you're not in a relationship. Why are you in a relationship? Like, I remember I had a homeboy. I'm not. He wasn't. He's not a homeboy of mine. Way a long time ago. A long time ago, almost 30 years ago. I say probably about shit, about 27 years ago. I'm gonna do an exact number. We were probably about 21. 21, 20 at the same. At the time, 22. And I had a cousin of mine, and he started talking to this chick, and she was open house. She even gave him the ultimatum. She gave him an option. Do you want this to be a fuck thing or a relationship thing? And he told her, he said, shit, his response was, well, shit, I ain't been in a relationship in a long time. I wouldn't mind having a relationship and see how it goes. Where, really, he just really wanted to fuck. And that's what I think the option I would have took with this female anyway that he was fucking with. I would have took the option just to fuck. Just have a fucking relationship and see where it goes. And I think I did that for a long time, for years, with females I met, and it was always that type of question that was thrown out, where somebody asks you what this is, and you know what it is. You just keep on doing. You let it grow into what it be, or if it either grow to what it is, or grow in, or grow out. One of the two is either gonna either grow in or grow out. Yeah, you are not lying, Lisa. If you're dealing with immaturity, it can be stressful though. It's like some questions and some stuff shouldn't have to be asked or explained to anybody. If I'm with a lady and here's my thing, I'm not and like I said, it's the women. The women I don't pick women that's out. Like I said, when you have your own things, you get people you want to be with. And 9 times out of 10, I don't pick the wrong women. It's just once you get with them, you find out they have these traits about them that you don't like, and they don't probably like about you at the same time. And and so like now, most of the time it's not. It's how they feel what I'm doing. Like questioning me. I want to be with a woman that knows I'm not there with the bullshit. She know I'm just chilling and doing this right here. She know I want to do this right here. She know I just want to relax because it's gonna make me want to be around her a lot more and be more affectionate with her. If you had a man that bug your butt a lot, you're gonna want to have some space sometime. He's gonna make you it's gonna be more it's gonna become unappealing to you. A dude just bugging you and messing with you a lot. Y'all know how it is when you get the guy, you give him your phone number and he calls you every day, you get tired of him calling you. You don't even like him no more. And if he take his time to call you, he wait 4 days to call you. Then he call you again 2 more days. You kind of respect them type of men. But I just want just give me my space. I give you yours. I mean, especially if I've been at work all day. You know what I'm saying? Let me have a little freelance for a minute. Then you know, what's up, Virgo Queen? See, Lisa, Lisa, you're different. Now, Lisa, check what I said. Remember, I just said, Lisa, when you have your own shit, you get to pick who you want to be with, and you get to choose when you want to leave if you pick them. These people right here, man, they was introduced to something. Oh, okay. All right, Virgo, my bad, baby. You missed some stuff. Let me go on. Let me finish saying what I'm gonna say. Then I'm run it back to you, Virgo. Uh, these people, they get in these relationships. They came from nothing. They get with somebody who gives them the world. Well, they get so adapted to their lifestyle, where they don't want to leave it, so they accept whatever going on with it. Okay, you gonna go out there and cheat and fuck around? Cool, I'm gonna do me too. Or you gonna do this, that? Now I'm not talking about the situation that took place in Arlington. I'm just talking about all these relationship problems and issues I've been hearing throughout the month. I had a homeboy of mine who killed himself a couple months ago because his relationship wasn't right. She wasn't right at the house. I don't want to become that. I'm not going to put myself in a woman that's going to put me in that position to be like that. I don't want to become that. Um, Virgo, just to give you a rundown, you probably heard about that situation that took place in Arlington, Texas at the barbershop where a lady pulls up to the barbershop and shoots and kills a man. And then as she's tried to run out, she goes back into the barbershop and she goes, as the police arrive, she ends up shooting herself. That lady happened to be an ex-girlfriend of mine or someone I used to date for a few months. I don't really like to tag the girlfriend thing. We just dated for about 8, 9 months. We was out hanging out every day, going out, whatever, doing shit that people do until we was tired of each other. Uh, yeah, that's the story. You probably been if you've been on Facebook today. You probably been seeing me share pictures and share photos of the female. So that's what we talking about a little bit. But we also just talking about why do people want to be in a relationship? Is it what's your reason for being in a relationship? Is it for survival or is it love? You got men. Sometimes you got a man that'll shack up with a woman because he can't get an apartment or a crib in his name. he might have a job and everything else, but he can't just get the apartment in his name, so he has to live with a lady. And he might love that lady, he might don't. You get these women who they get in a relationship with a guy because he looks like he got a nice lifestyle of living. You know, he might love them, but they get infatuated with the lifestyles and and and, and whatever that comes with it, and they get stuck to the shit where it gets real reckless. And you notice most of these relationships have been very crazy these days. Come from nice households. When I say nice household, good looking households. They got nice cars in the driveway, nice house, whatever, yard cut, all that. Good careers. Um, but it's like people they I, you accept, like somebody made a post today. Cheating is a rich person's game. If you ain't rich, you shouldn't be cheating. That's what they pretty much saying on that post. I'm not saying it. That's what they saying on that post. If you ain't rich, you shouldn't be cheating. Because when you rich, it's okay to do whatever you do. They gonna keep you. They gonna take you back. They're not going nowhere. She put up with so much shit. The the money that was coming in and all the moves that was being made, she didn't want to let that go. I know you are, uh, but they get tapped into the lifestyle. They don't want to go. Like if I was like right now, I can do some crazy shit. I'm not no broke nigga, but I ain't rich either. I can do some shit to a female that hurts her. She'll leave me and won't come back. Maybe she probably would. I don't know. But it would be a guy that has a lot of money and be rich. I can see y'all. I can see y'all. Uh, I I think when a man is rich, he got a lot of money, he can get away with a lot of shit. Hey, Lisa, I can see you guys. I see y'all comments. I'm just talking and running it. I didn't know if y'all was asking me questions, so that's why I'm not replying. I didn't know what y'all was doing. Hold up, real quick, guys. I can see y'all comments. If you think I'm not commenting, hey, say somebody comment again. I see two people are on and 5 likes. So I mean, I know somebody's watching. I just seen Don Juan come in, and I seen Lisa you come in. I seen you come in earlier. Lisa said I'm here. I know you're here. Um, but like I was saying, is people get blinded by the necessities and the the material stuff, and they don't want to leave their lifestyle, so they put up with whatever they put up with till somebody's dead. And I'm starting to see a lot of relationships that are caught up in that same situation where they both somebody if nobody don't want to leave the house. Well, somebody or nobody don't want to walk away. They gotta both walk away together. And I feel like, yeah, man, this shit might get out of hand if it continue to be like that though, because you only can tolerate so much. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. If I would have sat around that, if I would have sat around that lady I was with, my ex relationship, my last relationship I was in, if I would have sat around that house, man, and stayed doing what I was doing and just do, paying the bills and being there, coming home or whatever, going on dates, being it, but eventually she would have, but like I said, I wasn't sleeping with her, so she thought I was cheating. And the reason why I wasn't sleeping with her, like I told you guys, it wasn't appealing no more because the way her actions, her attitude. She's a beautiful lady. Don't get me wrong, attractive. It made her unappealing to me to want to even sleep with her. It's how she talked and how she acted, how she reacted. It made me didn't like her that way. So if I would continue to do that same thing and be with that lady and stay in the same bed, eventually she would have done something to me or tried to do something to me. So I'm glad the relationship ended the way it did. Yeah, your girl is on the picture you see me with. The one is on the right hand side of me. On the right hand side of me. On you looking at the picture, she might be on your. She'll be on your left. With the braids, that's the one I used to date. I posted a picture a couple times. You and Lisa, all y'all my Facebook friends. Y'all, I know y'all seen the picture. Y'all been on Facebook today because y'all see everything I post. It's been heavy on me today. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you on here, uh, when I got the call last night from my homegirl, my sister Saisha, and I don't know if she's in New York or in Atlanta, because she was. I have one picture I post of her. We at the spot on Saisha's birthday, and Saisha's the other girl on the pic. If y'all seen the pic, Saisha's the other girl on the pic, and she had hit me up last night, and she texted, "Is it the girl you used to talk to?" And I'm like, and I looked, and I matter of fact, I didn't even look at the. I looked at the picture one time, then I read what happened, because I'm so intrigued about what I want to read, and when I knew it was something bad, somebody did something bad. Now I didn't think it was no murder, and I thought it was some scamming or some shit like that. Some shit where somebody scammed somebody out some money or robbery or whatever. I didn't think nobody was murdered. Then when I started reading the situation and what took place, and I said, "Damn." And then when I read the last part and it told me how she went out herself, I said, "Oh." And it was late at night, 9:30, 10. I'm already kind of like got a buzz going. I'm really chilling. It really ain't kind of bothering me like talking about it. But then when I woke up this morning, I had a different type of reaction in my mind, just in my stomach, my gut feeling. I can believe that, a Virgo, I can believe that though. I know you just want commitment and love, and that's what everybody want to do, just commit and love. But don't make me unlove you and not commit to you by doing and saying crazy shit. Um, that's why I say I'm a dude. I'm a nigga. I can hold my own self down. I pay my own bills, all that shit, car note, whatever. I don't need no woman to help me or get me nowhere. But it's good to be part and be a team. But I'm just saying. Uh, so I'm saying that to say, if I was to get with a woman, I ain't just trying to leech off of her. I'm not trying to get with a woman because I need help from her. I hold my own self down. That's what I'm saying it for. If they just try to shit on, I'm not trying to sound arrogant or sound like I'm good or that. I'm just saying, I'm not. I'm not trying to have. I don't want a woman to leech off of. It's gonna be real love and commitment because I don't cheat anyway. So yeah, she shot and killed him. She shot and killed him, and then she tried to go out the barbershop and she heard the police is coming and all that. She shot him multiple times. She ran back into the barbershop trying to get out, and when the police came, she shot herself. So she killed herself. I met her. I met her 2012. That's when I first came home from. I just came back home from jail, and it was like 2012. Uh, in May. I had a meeting like in May. I came. I got home. I got home. I came home 2012 in May, and now in April. My I got out in April 11th, 2012. I met her the next month. I started back bartending that Fridays. She came in there with a guy from Oakland, and then I was about to get off. It was probably about like what 3:30, 3. It was about 4:30. When it started getting dark. As a matter of fact, hold up. No, it was still early. Like, okay, what it was. I worked like a swing shift. I got up by 7 o'clock. It was dark. So we go to this bar across the street. Me, her, this dude that she was with from Oakland, and just so happened my two daughters' moms was at the bar that night. So they come hang. We all go to another bar across the street, or not across the street, like in the same facility, and we go over there. And like 10 minutes later, us at the bar after getting our drinks. The dude that she came over there with threw his drink in her face. I come out the bathroom, right? Now the shit kind of was crazy. I come out the bathroom. My two kids' mothers, my daughter's mothers, them sitting right there. They coming from the bar, her and the dude that she was with. Now this is not the dude that got killed. This is another dude from Oakland. As they walking from the bar toward us, as I'm going to go sit in my chair I sit in, and we right here, they talking and having a discussion, and they sitting there, and as they get by us, he just throws his drink in his face and runs off and walks off. He didn't run off, he walked off. And she was kind of like hysterical. She couldn't believe it. And that's how me and her got tight because she stuck around with me and my kids' mothers. And we hung out for a while. And I think later on that night, we ended up exchanging numbers. I didn't see her again for like another 3-4 months until I think I ended up moving in my crib. Matter of fact, this was like 2000. It was 2013. Yeah. And we went out a few times and we connected. And it was an everyday thing we did, you know. And it was somebody who I wouldn't mind being with because I was at that stage of my life where I knew me and my youngest daughter, I knew me and her mom. I thought we had a chance of getting back together, but it wasn't going to happen. So I said, you know what? Okay, I moved on. I said, it's closure. It was closure with me and my daughter's mom. So I said, okay, now I can make that leap and go find somebody else. And she was the next one that popped up. We hung out last year on my birthday. Well, not on my birthday, but around birthday time. But we were celebrating my birthday. And I hung out with her again in November, but I never talked to her. We never just mentioned nothing about what she talked about my podcast, and we talked about this and that, and we kicked it. But I didn't talk about her life, whatever she had going on. I know she pulled up in a fly ass whip. She pulled it up in the Maserati then, and she was in that credit shit. She was all she first reached out to me after I seen her in 2020 during the pandemic. She reached out to me again around 2022 or 23, and she was talking about, I could get your credit right. And that's how me and her got back in tune with each other. That's how I ended up bumping into her last year on my birthday. I bumped into her last year on my birthday because she was talking about the credit. I said, well, shit, hey, I'm doing this right here. I'm doing this right here. I'm at such and such. I'm at Addison. Come fuck with me. And then she came around and kicked it with me. But then the last time I talked to her and hung out with her, I was just out and about having a drink, minding my business. And she was like, hey, where you at? I'm in Addison. What you doing? And I'm like, shit, I'm in such and such having a drink. What's up with it? She said, I'm gonna come by and fuck with you. She came up, pulled up, hung out about 2 hours. We talked, laughed, chopped it up, smoked the blunt in the car. She went her way, I went my way. I ain't talked to her since then. And then last night I got the news what I got. The news that I got last night, boom. It didn't affect me to this morning. It didn't affect me to this morning. That when I woke up this morning, and I think because with my dreams, how you dream and shit, you be having them silly dreams. You be like, your dreams be taking place in like 5 different places in 2 seconds, and you be like, damn. And it just wasn't so right about it. Then like at the end of my sleeping, I had another dream about some stuff that was kind of like related to whatever I was dreaming about it before. She was in the last dream I woke up to. I mean, did I end up waking up on? Because it was just I don't want to dream this. And it was just stuff in your mind that you dream about, but there's other stuff to be in your mind and you be wondering about to be in your dreams. But that right there, I'm like, and I woke up when I woke up this morning, I was like, nah, what's up? You good? You want another burger? I warm it up for you. I got you. Yeah. She it kind of threw me off a little bit. That was my daughter. She damn, where the fuck I was at? Yeah, she that was the last time I seen her. The last time I seen her, and then last night I get that message, and I woke up this morning, and I just didn't feel right, and then it got back to what the last thing I heard last night before I really just dozed off. The last phone call, or the last conversation I had last night was about Michelle Williams, who passed away yesterday or the day before yesterday. I'm not really sharp on the news. I think it was yesterday. And I'm like, damn, it dawned on me. And then I got more information about what happened, what was the reason behind it that just really killed me. And like I said, I've been standing there walking around all day. I I didn't decide to sit down until I started this live. I've been staying up all day, man, walking around, pacing. I've been outside. I walked around the whole apartment complex, came back inside, looked around, jam music, smoked the blunt outside. Had about 4 beers. Yeah, I had 4 beers today. Yo, I'm not fucked up. I'm just kind of like, damn. And yes, I'm on my 4 Bud Ice today. I don't really drink like that, but today it's kind of like it ain't even touching me like that. But I know I'm bothered a little bit. And my homeboy, I told him this, I said, when I said to my homeboy, I said, man, this somebody to wake up to. And he seen me later on today. He like, say, man, I thought about what you said, man. That shit personal with you, man. That's why you kind of like a little dog today. Uh, you said that's somebody you used to wake up to, man. It ain't like somebody you know or whatever. Like, it ain't just somebody that I fucked. So it's like, yeah, it's like it is different. Uh, and I know our energy and our spirit with each other was way different than where she was at. But I just wish I would have came across her again. Uh, damn, she had a kid by this guy. She has an older child too, though. Tristan, her older son Tristan. She had an older child by this guy. Uh, not an older child by this guy, but she had another older child by another guy. But she had I've learned. I learned in October when she hung out with me that she had a 3-year-old child, or two, she had another child. And I wasn't aware of that because, like I said, she don't really just pop up on the algorithm like that on Facebook with me. I know, man. I hate that shit, man. And the 2 kids is left with no parents. You know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy? If I was to tell y'all why it happened, that'll fuck y'all head up. I'm back. Give me a couple. Give me a little time. I'm gonna inform you guys. Not tonight. I just can't do it tonight. But I feel like if it doesn't get informed to people in the next 3 4 days, I'm gonna say what it was. I'm gonna let it out. And my whole um I'm probably gonna use that as the whole entire topic throughout the night. Yeah, that shit crazy. When I heard they say damn she shot herself, I said, why the hell she shoot herself? No, hell no. What the fuck? What will make her shoot herself? She got a kid by this dude. She got 2 kids. She got 2 kids, and she got a kid by this dude that she shot. And what was? She probably couldn't live with the fact that she shot the babies that she had with him, dad, and he probably might affect their relationship down the line. I don't know, or whatever. But that ain't. I mean, she shot him for. I think for what I know, she shot him for a legit reason. She probably didn't even mean to kill him. But when she realized she did, and she enraged and she flipped out, she took herself out. Mm. So why people be getting in relationships these days? Still back to the property, you know what I'm saying? It's still back. I see Virgo Queen. I had to give. She hopped in. I had to give her the rundown of what's going on or whatever. Cause anybody that's a Facebook friend of mine, or if you live in Dallas or DF Dub area, you heard about this story. If you're a Facebook friend of mine and you follow me or whatever, you've seen the situation, you've seen the allegations. You went on, if you type it in on YouTube, you might ain't seen it, but the to catch you guys up on where I'm at. Y'all been seeing me post for everything I've been posting though. I've been having a little fun. I've been being a little bit funny. I've been bringing some comedy to my channel today, just because. But everything I is like, yeah, I'm like, damn, I'm starting to come across pictures and stuff, me and her. But I know this lady right here. She was somebody that wanted to upgrade me. She wanted to put me on a higher echelon. She wanted to make sure I she wished the world for me. I just wasn't trying. I was just trying to still have fun. You know, I only been home for about 5, 6 months, 7 months. I'm still trying to catch up with the world. This is back then. If you're a nigga, you know what I'm talking about. Not a nigga. If you're a man, you know. If you're a male, you know what I mean. You know what I mean when I say that. You know, you're trying to catch up with life. You catch up with everything on the streets, and everybody offering you, and everybody want to be up under you. You pick who you want to be around. But yeah, like my question, like and I understand you ladies not answering the topics because y'all already answered these topics just throughout regular conversation. I know why you guys are not dating. I know why you're not in a relationship, but my but I got the answer already why you want to be in a relationship, and it's just what I thought it was gonna be anyway. It's the same thing. I mean, I can want to be in a relationship and still don't want to have kids. I just want to have a relationship. I can still want to be in a relationship, not to get married. I can build a relationship with somebody and we don't have to have sex, as long as we just got there. But that's a friendship relationship. But in a relationship, as far as us being together, I can be in a sexual relationship and only be with just you. I know I can go by for 3 months, 3 weeks out the month. For 3 weeks out the month, I know I can come by and I can shoot up a little bit. Go to the shooting range or whatever, get to diving in, go work out. We can get a little cardio in 3 weeks out the month. And that's why and we're only one person. And if it's good and entertaining, of course it's just gonna be one person. If I feel it's not entertaining or good, guess what? You gotta move. I'm not gonna cheat. We're gonna either gonna try to we're gonna figure out some kind of. But let's get real though. Let's get real though. We know these niggas, they get this money. Cause most niggas talk with their pocket anyway when they got money. They talk with their pocket, they talk they with their clothes and all that, the materialistic type of shit, they talk with their pocket. You take away their pocket, they don't got shit. They just a regular duck. They the guy that used to sit in the front seat in class. They back to that guy. No charisma, no personality. They got structure, don't got no conversation, no affection, and probably no loyalty. But they know, hey, I got money, you look good, come be with a nigga like me. I don't want you to be my trophy, I want to be your trophy. That's how it is. But it's like I said, we know these niggas, man, they get so big headed behind me. We know how everybody that way, man. You get some money in your pocket, man. It shows you, it tells people who you really are when you get money, man. You ever seen a humble person with money? I ain't gonna say seen. Have you ever met a humble person with money? I think we all have. But what I'm asking you that question for, you notice how they look, how they act. You notice how the humble, the person who came from, the person who doesn't have that mind frame of talking with materialistic shit. It's like when you know when a receiver scores a touchdown, he don't celebrate and dance because he used to. I'm used to scoring touchdowns. I'm used to coming to this. I don't have to celebrate. I'm not gonna act like it's my first time scoring a touchdown every time I score a touchdown. So that's what I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make that analogy that way. You get these guys when they get money for the first time or time around, they uh they become the person that they really are with the money, and that you never met that person before because they always been down. But that person that been uh that's humble and solid and shit, and that had a that shows you every level of their life, and to the highest to the lowest, not with money. When they get money, they're gonna be the best person you ever met. And that's why Jay-Z's in the position he's in now. Jay-Z probably was that dude, man, who when he was getting money back then, when he was 18, 19, getting money, he was still showing love to the young people. He wasn't shitting on niggas. All right, though, Lisa, good for stopping by, baby. I appreciate you for hanging out, though. I'm still going when you come back. Tap in, baby. Like I said, I wasn't holding y'all alone tonight anyway, though. But yeah, um, make sure I ain't run past no topic, no comment, no chat. Okay, Virgo, you said how the man doing? She shot the man. You talking about now? You talking about how's the man doing that got shot in Arlington? He's dead. She killed herself after the shit at the barbershop, the hairstyle spa right there on Cooper Street. I mean, they both was pronounced dead at the scene. You know, he died right at the moment after she got through. He was already dead when she was trying to run out the barbershop. And when she ran back in and the police popped up, she killed herself. And they said she died like moments later. You know, of course, I'm gonna give y'all a rundown. Part two. I'm gonna wait till a little bit more news flare out. If there's some news, if there's some news they gonna try to cover, then guess what? I'm gonna go all out on it. If there's some shit they try to cover up, I'm gonna go all out on it. And reason why I'm saying this because you got people out there, man, saying dude was a great person. It's not him. He wouldn't do that. Not the Shreveport situation, y'all. Let's get back. We talking about the Arlington situation. I want to be clear. We talking about the Arlington situation. When she popped that nigga, and everybody was like, "Oh man, he was a good dude, man. Why she do him like that?" My response to what, Virgo? Just to be clear on track, I gotta watch what I'm coming and back on and reciting back to. Uh, my uh my response to the situation in Shreveport, or my response to I don't know. I don't want to answer the wrong question these days because that's how some Shreveport chicks got it misconstrued on my first video I did about Corinthian Shepherd. They had misconstrued what I said on that show on that live because they caught a certain part of it and they heard me say a certain It took 4 words out of 2 hour, 3 hour conversation and made it the main topic of the whole show. And I wake up in the morning, somebody saying that I said Cuz was cheating on dude. She was cheating on dude, and I was justifying what Cuz did. Never did I did that. And y'all seen me make a previous post the day before I went live talking about how I feel about the situation. And for somebody to come back and fire back at me saying, oh, that who that Cuddy J dude making a YouTube page talking about she was in the wrong and all that. Where the fuck they heard that from? So that's why I'm being sure on what I'm answering back to people, and I'm making sure people are. I'm gonna make sure I'm titling and putting the substance and the subject out there before I talk. That way, nobody would think I'm talking about something else. Nobody ain't finna chop my videos up and say, "Oh, he said this and said that." No, they need to. I'm gonna make it in a form where they have to hear the whole thing. Who we got in here though? It's been an hour. Who we got in here? Speak up. I know Virgo must be the only one in here. 85 gone. See, Lisa the only one tells me bye when she leaves. So when Dunn 1 and 85 could leave, they don't ever say bye, so I don't ever know when they gone. I know Virgo Queen, you'll say bye when you finally gone, but you don't just get out the app and say, okay, I'm gone, guys. So I just want to know who owns this shit. Do I need to wrap this shit up or whatever the case may be? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. I did. And Queen. That's why I know. She and the Queen. Now, I'm glad you on here, Queen. Check this out, Queen. I know you seen me and MJ going back and forth the other morning, right? Yesterday morning, right? Did you read the comments? Me and MJ. MJ, I made a comment on the MJ post saying Cuz wanted the cake in it. He wanted the cake and eat it too. He replied back under my comment yesterday morning saying, damn, homie, but why you sitting there doing a whole YouTube video justifying what he did, saying she cheated? And I said, MJ, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. There's not a time that I said she cheated or I'm justifying what he did. I said, you must ain't watch the video. Who told you that? So I get to call the MJ. MJ, he didn't want to answer the phone. He didn't want to answer the phone. I'm like, damn, cuz he dodging my phone call because he know I'm right. Anybody in their right mind, if they watch that video, they know I ain't say nothing derogatory toward that lady or whatever I said made sense and it was the truth. And nobody and I think about it, I had nothing but women on in my chat room that night that would have put me in check if I did say wrong that. If I see anything that was going, had 3, 4 women up in there would say, "No, cut it. It ain't right. It's something." And I know for a fact anyway I didn't say nothing bad. So somebody just to say what happened, somebody said, "Oh, that Cuddy J dude made a YouTube page about her cheating." That person right there said it. They didn't even click on the video. They went and told somebody, and everybody else told everybody else. And then I wake up the next day, somebody saying, that's why I made that video the next day saying, "Hey, I want to let everybody know I ain't justified shit. You got me fucked up." If y'all didn't watch the last video, here's another video for you in English and put the caption on this time so you can read this shit if you can read. The way you won't get the shit misconstrued saying I said this, said this. No, you're not going to do that with my name or with this brand or just with me. Not behind no type of murder shit anyway. If we was on live, you're right. And like I said, I know MJ, he's smart enough. If he watched that live, I know he wouldn't have said what he said. So I knew off top MJ didn't watch the live because he wouldn't have said what he said. He would have corrected that person that told him what they thought I said. He would say, "No, Cuddy didn't say that. Cuddy said this." I know MJ. He's smart and he's a stand up guy. He ain't nobody. He's not grimy like that. He's not going to make up no story that somebody didn't say, especially when it's documented. We never end up talking though. We like, yeah, he went live yesterday when he was about to buy a car or whatever. He let me know, hey man, I seen you cut it, man. I'm gonna call you, like, he just really pretty much let me know, cuz I don't, you know what, you were right. You didn't say nothing wrong, and you said what it was and how everything is. There's no way I was advocating for what dude did, cause I never do nothing like that. Now I knew what it was. People they got mixed up when I said nobody can't tell nobody what they would do. I said nobody can't say what nobody would do when a situation occurs. Nobody can't say what they would do when a situation occurs. Then I ended with no, but I do know what I won't do in a situation. Just because I love myself and I love my kids and I respect my life. It's like you go to a job. You ain't able to do nothing crazy at no job to lose your job. If you steal from your job or do some stupid shit at your job, that means you don't respect yourself and love your kids or love yourself. So why would I do something that's gonna disrespect my kids and disrespect my lifestyle? Why? But I tell people all the time, you can't say what you would do or what you want to do. Like nobody don't know what they'll do. Like you always hear people say, "Man, if that was me, man, I would have did this right here, or I would have did that right there." Nah, you don't know what you would have did, man. Stop capping. That's with anybody. And I think people hearing that part of my video, they took it and ran with it, saying, "Hey, cuz they know I don't know, cuz." And what happened when I closed it out, saying I know what I wouldn't do, they were talking so loud over that part because they got mad over what I said before that, and didn't want to hear what I said after that. So they didn't hear what I said after that, so they missed something. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, man. Who all still up in here though, man? Shit. Virgo Queen, you here? Exactly. And then like it goes to show me that no matter what type of production you put out there, somebody gonna always think they're gonna count you out. Um, Here I am trying to report some news, some solid shit and be valid about it. Even though we all had the news mixed up, we all had the shit messed up. You know what? I told people though. I told a Queen. I talked to so many people yesterday. It was crazy. I never talked on the phone like I did yesterday. Like every hour I talked on the phone. It got to a point where I'm like, I don't even want to hear no more. And then one of my last calls last night, before I heard the other news, and somebody had shared they started the story, what they heard from somebody. And I'm like, well, damn, I just heard the figure deal. And I'm gonna keep it at that. And once they gave me their story and it sounded different than mine, I said, you know what? I'm over this shit. I ain't talking about this no more. Let God and let the law enforcement let them do their job. We just know right now, y'all playing too much in them relationships. Y'all getting in these relationships playing too much. Stop getting. If you want to play, don't get in a relationship, nigga. That's cool. Hey, I'm about to tap out anyway. Though you the only one on here typing anyway. So yeah, it's good. You got company coming over. That's good. I'm about to bail out myself anyway. Not bail out, but I'm gonna just get off of here and just get back into a more relaxed mode and just enjoy the rest of my Saturday night. But I appreciate you for tapping in. And if it's more news to talk about, I'll give it to you guys. But if they gonna hold that shit back and don't talk about it, then I'm gonna let loose on what I got, this information I got. But I'll get back with you guys. It's your boy Cuddy J. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. I'ma holler at y'all.